Hello, welcome today. Hi Mikey and hello Kroy and welcome Bearded. I hope y'all are doing okay. Where can I see the chat? There, I can see the chat. We are just doing a calm little, probably decently short thing today. I know I say that so often. Most of the time it's true, sometimes not. You know, I pride myself on being a liar. No. But yeah, also hi Nukes. You hid up there, so I missed ya. Y'all are being very sweet and adorable. I do appreciate that. No worries about not being very interactive, Bearded. You're busy. You've gotta do your works. Oh no, you're sick. Oh, oof, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear. I hope you get well soon. And that recovery won't take too long. And won't take too much out of you either. Killing Floor 3? I've never heard of any game called Killing Floor. Are you just like... Is it like a cleaning simulator where you're just scrubbing vigorously? But yeah. Oh damn, you are at work? Jeez, that sucks. Missed your second message? I didn't ever see one. Oh, it's probably... Yeah, okay. Chat is being... Wait, no, there is no second message of yours. You saying, I'm not even mad you missed my second message, a little questionable. Oh, or did you delete it? Because, yeah, I'm just not seeing one. But yeah. I'm alright. I'm just tired. But hey, I mean, that's nothing new, baby. Also, I'll have to admit, getting a little tired of the music we have. I'm gonna switch real quick. Oh no, this one's, I think, more... Oh no, that one works. I mean, kind of. But yeah, so I'm probably gonna get some new musics in here again sometime. Hopefully I'll find the time for that. Is it loud for you guys? Is it loud? I'm gonna turn it down a little just in case. And... I swear I don't yawn just because you mention it. I just yawn by default. Man, you know, cuddles are never really wrong, are they? I mean... Okay, there's a few occasions in which it would be. But no, yeah, might help. Sin Blanket Burrito is in town, for sure. Yeah. No, but yeah, I was out for a while today running errands, and then other than that, I was mostly just doing work. And that's pretty much all I got up to today. And then, man, the rest of the weekend looking that great either. Like, I just think I'm just gonna be really busy with all kinds of things, and it's stressing me out. Cause I'm like, I feel like one of these days I just need to take an off day. But it don't fit into my schedule. It don't fit into my schedule. My car is alive so far, but I mean, it's been a few days since I've moved it. It's just sitting in a parking lot. So hopefully it's okay, because, you know, that parking lot is actually just by me a little known for them putting up signs of, like, you're not being allowed to park there anymore, which in and of itself is valid, because it states, hey, this is only a parking lot when there's no event going on, but then they have to announce the events, and sometimes they don't, You never hear anything about it until they put up the signs like 3 days before. And then if I don't check on my car every 2 days, you know, motherfucker, then it's like, gets towed. But it's only happened once, and I really hope it won't happen again. But it's like, it's the parking lot that I gotta choose when I come home, and there's no parking spots like on the street close to my apartment. If I don't want to choose the outside the city, Joe, I'm gonna have to block you. Hang on. Okay, I want to finish talking about what I was just talking about. Don't interrupt me, boyo. No, stay focused. Right. If I don't want to park, like, literally, basically out of town, and then the walk is half an hour, and I mean, time-wise, that adds up, and it's also really annoying when we have, like, very rainy days, which we have had lately a bunch. So somebody keeps telling me to do a sleep stream. Yeah, you, because you are rude and insufferable and I was about to say impolite, but that's just another word for rude. You are pushy, you are creepy, you disregard boundaries. Should I go on? Should I? I can't decide. No, but right, Bearded, you told me that I can indeed block people, but when I click on a user, I have a few options. I can check the channel activity so I can see what they've written. I can go to their channel. I can pin a message of theirs. I can report them. I can remove a chat, like a specific chat. I can put the user in timeout, and I can hide the user from channel. I can't block. But yeah, so, nah, you're done. Yeah, okay, so for context, for anyone who doesn't know, this guy, was it last stream or the one before? I don't remember. I think it was the last week's stream. Came in here and for like basically 20 minutes, half an hour, I don't know, when did I time him out? I don't remember. But after some time, I told him like, hey, you've been asking for one and the same thing many times now, and it was like in a really inappropriate way. And dude just kept going on about it. And so, yeah, I timed him out. And then he went on my main channel on YouTube videos of mine asking the same thing. And using... no, how can I say this without it coming out wrong? No, never mind. But yeah, just you know, not acting appropriately. And now this was the last warning, so goodbye, my friend. Or not friend. Not very friend. You did miss just the tiny bit of weird stuff. But the way that the messages are, like, repeated, I really wonder if it's, like, a troll or I mean, it can't be a bot. It can't be a bot because there are responses to what I say. But, I don't know, man. The funny thing is, I was like, you know, I was tired today, right? I was tired. And so I was like thinking, like, just before stream, I was like, what am I gonna title this? And then I was like, you know, gonna fall asleep on stream. And then I was like, no, wait. Someone's gonna like that way too much. I know a person who will appreciate that a bit too much. So I can't use that title because it would obviously have been joking, like, you know, like in a joking way, just being like, oh, I'm so tired, I could fall asleep at my desk right now. But no, can't even make the joke. Joe ruined the joke for us. God damn it, Joe. But yeah. So, yeah, and in and of itself, it's kind of cozy actually to do a stream like that, but you can't like force it, and you can't like be bothering me about that like when I've repeatedly told you to stop. Like that never works out well. But yeah, so damn it, I never finished that train of thought, I think. But yeah, I mean, if I thought that anyone was actually, like, interested in just, like, having a cozy hangout, I would even, like, not be opposed to doing the sleep stream. But then if I have viewers like that who are coming in, who are very adamant about me doing this, like, telling me that they just have to watch me sleep, I know that's not just them being like, oh, that would be a nice idea, that would be relaxing. That totally has to be a fetish for them, which, don't kink shame. I really don't. But don't push it on others, especially trying to disguise it as just you wanting to get relaxation and ASMR. It's like, oh, I like to listen to your breathing, it just calms me down. No, bitch. That is not why you keep going on about this. And that's not why you keep pushing for this after I and everyone else in chat have already told you to shut your mouth very kindly. So, all my homies hate Joe. No. No, we don't have to go that far, but but yeah, just, man, people need to learn how to behave, and that's all, that's that, you know? I mean, hey, what can you be other than sassy, honestly? Sometimes you just gotta. But yeah, also reminder, guys, to stay hydrated. I'm gonna have me some more water. Oh, you've got a puppy called Moxie? That sounds good. Has it been well behaved? I mean, puppies are usually not well behaved, are not usually known for being very well trained yet, since, well, they haven't been alive all that long. Oh wait, to be fair, 11 months? That's not considered a puppy anymore, is it? I mean, a dog that's almost a year old, I mean, that's like, sure, that's a young dog, but they're like almost grown, right? Right. No, thankfully my audio did not corrupt. Earlier today I posted in my Instagram story about how I was editing, and then I went to get up from my desk, and I usually, when I get up from my desk, I put my headphones onto like the corner of my desk, and because it's kind of like close, it sometimes like it falls off if I don't like pay enough attention. And so unfortunately, because the stars were aligned in such a way, my headphones ended up falling on the power strip, like on the button of it, so it turned off the power to my computer, you know, abruptly. And so I was worried about my audio, but thankfully I was, like, it was able to be recovered and it was all fine, and I could keep editing the audio. Now hopefully it won't end up being weird, but I guess the people on Patreon can tell me whenever it comes out, which, I mean, it's not going to be tomorrow because we have the Safe for Work upload then. But maybe Friday, that audio that I was working on today is gonna come out, and then I guess y'all will have to tell me if it sounds off or is corrupted in any place, or I missed something. So, yeah. Dr. Pepper and Mountain Dew do not count as water hydration. Nothing hydrates you better than water. It's important. You gotta have water. Yeah, I was lucky. I was lucky. I mean, it doesn't usually corrupt, but it absolutely can when my computer crashes. And I think there is totally also a possibility of it doing that when it just loses power, so you know. But I guess we will find out. Tea does count as hydration because it's mostly just, you know, it's just water, you know, and leaves steeped in there. I think coffee actually dehydrates you, so that doesn't count even though it's just water and coffee beans. But tea does count, yeah. I mean, let me Google real quick so I'm not telling you any fake news. Does coffee dehydrate you? Huh? Okay, wow. It is unlikely that moderate coffee consumption will lead to dehydration. That's not what I asked. Oh, well, kind of, I guess. So consuming large amounts will have a mild dehydrating effect. But, if it's in moderation, it waters you similar to water. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, okay, so I digress. You can use coffee to hydrate. But don't have too much, don't have only coffee as your hydration, because then if you have, to meet your hydration needs of a day, then you've consumed too much caffeine in that day if it's only in coffee, you know? Like, if you drink 1.5 liters of coffee, it's a bit much. It's a bit much on the caffeine side of things. If you drink 2 liters of coffee, or God forbid, it's a really hot day, you're sweating shit ton, so you're drinking 3 liters, yeah, good night. I mean, not good night, because you're not sleeping, but good night. How do you lose things? Like, do you forget where you put them, or do you drop them and then they're unretrievable, or what do you mean, Bearded? Never had sweet tea like southern sweet tea? I don't know. I've had iced tea. I've had tea that was then sweetened, either with honey or with, stevia or with... Have I had tea with sugar? I don't know. But I don't like tea that's sweetened with sugar or honey. I only like it with stevia. Or actually, I think I like it with sugar too, but I just don't have that if I have stevia, you know? Anyway, so what is sweet tea if not any of those options? Also, I don't know if jumping out of a plane is gonna help you with the humidity. Or with your sickness. I guess you would feel less hot because, you know, there's a bunch of wind. But also I feel like you have some other issues then. Let's just say you're not going to be feeling cold for very long, but you're also not going to be feeling hot for very long. You're not going to feel anything. Which I know some people might like, but no. No. Bad. Imagine me slapping you with, like, a newspaper. Bonk. Bad. Like a bad puppy. Southern sweet tea is uber sweet. Okay. That explains it perfectly. Thank you. So, like, is it like a bunch of sugar? Or is it different? I'm about to Google also. Ay. I know my mother likes milk in her black tea. I don't think that's too crazy. But I don't enjoy having any type of milk in tea, I'll have to be honest. And I don't drink coffee at all. I don't understand how people like it. When I was like 14, I pretended to like espresso. I'm like, well, if I'm gonna have something bad tasting, at least I'll have it, like, you know, just quickly. And to be fair, you know, having a coffee and then, you know, trying to make it less bitter by putting, like, cream and milk and sugar, cream and milk, and sugar in there, like, you know, then you have, like, a large cup of something that's just, like, wah. But if you have an espresso and you add a little bit of sugar, it's basically already half espresso, half sugar. That ratio makes it better. But you don't go diabetic yet because, well, an espresso is not a lot of anything. So that helped. But yeah, I just admitted to myself, no, I just don't like any type of coffee. If I want to do a shot of something that I don't like the taste of, I'll have a shot of alcohol. Then at least that's a better drug. I won't be able to drive, to be fair. And usually after coffee, people can still drive, but it's a better shot of something I don't like the taste of. Now, don't add anything to what I just said. I can think of a joke to make, but no. We are totally family friendly today. That's a lie. My channels have never been family friendly, but nope. Ay. Hopefully no one's gonna need CPR. No. You don't drink coffee, but you make good coffee? That's a good quality to have, yeah, because usually when you don't ever consume something, like, you don't like it, then you don't know how to do it well. I think if I try and make someone a coffee, it's just like, it's like somewhere on the side of mediocre and not drinkable, and that's like that. And, yeah, no. I'm always so worried that whenever I move to a place that's, like, big enough to actually host, like, family celebrations every once in a while, like, you know, have people come visit me for my birthday and I host and all that, I'm so worried that anyone who wants coffee is just gonna be served something barely drinkable. So, good luck for them, I guess. And no, Bearded, don't be silly. You shouldn't be ashamed that you've not had alcohol. It is a drug. I know that totally, like, that gets lost on some people sometimes, but it's a drug. And it's normalized way too much, and I know I talk about it way too much as well. But yeah, nah. Don't need that shit at all. Totally the most wholesome and family friendly on YouTube and on the planet, really. I don't know. I've never been naughty in any way. I don't know how anyone could complain. Bearded, you don't have to drink alcohol to fit in. Not at all. Not at all. See? Aries also never had alcohol. And let me tell you, you're not missing out on anything other than messing up your brain. Like, sure, it feels nice, like, while you're doing it, but then next day you have hangovers, and also in general, your poor liver cries so much. Despairing all the time, every time you drink. What other downsides are there? You're more likely to have cancers. Yeah. Also, you act fucking stupid. I mean, some people. People are different kinds of drunks, but you know, you don't always make the right decision on how much to have, and then you say things or do things you don't want to do. Not great. Not great. Well, since you say your brain is already messed up, you shouldn't mess it up even more. You know, it's like, it's more fragile. Don't break it with alcohol. What? Hang on, sorry. I'm gonna need to do some clicking real quick. I've got Cookie Clicker open on the side. So any clicking you hear right now, you can just ignore that real quick. I just have it for like whenever whenever I get like golden cookies, and also because I've got plants planted. I mean, I could totally just like have the Cookie Clicker on screen on screen for stream sometime, but I just also don't know how interesting that would be for y'all at all. I've also, damn it, lost my train of thought briefly. Right. I have been wanting to do a nail painting stream, but I don't want to paint my nails. Just because I'm like frustrated. I'm like, oh, they look so nice after I've done them. And then basically the next day, I have to do like some dishes again or some shit. And then like half of the nail polish is literally down the drain. I mean, it's not quite half, but you know, the edges come off and then it looks ugly, and then I'd have to correct it or just take it all off. It's like somehow a one-day thing. It doesn't hold on longer than that. So, yeah, that's... Well, I've more or less kind of answered that right now, Mikey. I mean, not really answered specifics, but just, yeah, I'm not really feeling like painting my nails. But I do feel like doing a nail painting stream. So I don't know. Maybe it's gonna happen very soon. Maybe it's never gonna happen. Or at least not until I have a dishwasher. I want a dishwasher. Cookie Clicker is an acceptable reason for excessive mouse clicking. Thank you very much. I do care about the silly bearded fellow. What made you think otherwise? Also, man, Sin cookies. I mean, I'm afraid you won't be able to taste them, because I can't ship them to everyone. But I could do a baking stream, and then you can look at the cookies, and maybe you can even watch me eat them and listen to me tell you how tasty they are, and then you'll all be jealous that I have cookies and you don't. You know? I'm sorry that you're not feeling well, Bearded. Have you taken any medicine? Like, do you have, like, ibuprofen or paracetamol or something? I think y'all's equivalent to paracetamol is Tylenol or something, maybe? I think so. Kind of that direction. Cookies from Sin, as long as she doesn't put milk, butter, or cheese in any cookies, then... I mean, yeah, it would be without dairy products, but margarine exists, vegan milk exists, vegan cream exists, and I think usually you don't put cheese in cookies anyway. At least I've never heard of those recipes. And the thought of it does not make my brain happy either. No, Karoy, bad Karoy, tisk. Bonk, bonk, bonk with the newspaper. Do I need to have one at the ready? Hang on, wait, I do, actually. I do have a newspaper, okay. Maybe ASMR or maybe way too loud. I guess we are about to find out. I have this rolled up newspaper, and anyone who says something bad gets bonked. Now if I hit my mic with this, your ears would collapse. No more ears for you, but maybe this is fine. Maybe this is not too, loud. I could read the newspaper as well. Which one is this? Oh no, the name of it is like the city that I live in. And then like all the ads on here are like for regional things, so if I started reading out this stuff, y'all would know where I live. How could this happen to me? No. Anyway, sorry, acting a little silly right now. Definitely distracted. My bad, my bad, my bad. Getting bonked by a newspaper. What is that emoji doing, Eri? Can you tell me what you're trying to tell us with this? Can you kind of just let us know what goes through your head as you write that message with that emoji? You know, just wondering, just asking for a friend, just, you know, just wondering a little. Won't take any pills for undisclosed reasons. That sounds so ominous. Are you good? Are you... Huh? Okay. Okay. I won't question it. What hand... Oh, right. I could totally do, like, a diamond painting. Okay, next week, we're gonna do a diamond painting stream. And so then you can watch my hands, even if it's not nail painting. I just have to set this up well. This is gonna be a bit difficult unless I buy, like, what do you call them? Well, the camera holder thing. Because with a nail painting stream, I basically just, I have the camera propped up on, like, some, like, little thing, usually a box or a book or something, like a little thing, and just have it like right in front of me, and then my arms go around it to put the hands in front of the mic, right? But if I like had like a diamond painting in front of me, like there's no space at all for the camera to sit there as well, so it'd have to sit somewhere else. It would definitely have to go somewhere else. I'll just clip it on my shirt. Oh no, but then you see too much. Like I look up at chat for like a bit, and then you just see like my entire setup and like every password I've ever had. I don't know why all the passwords I've ever had would be on screen for that, but they just are. Don't question it. So that would not be ideal. Not be ideal for sure. Oh, you were trying to do a melt emoji? No, that one's like a hungry emoji. That's like salivating at the mouth. So you just looked like you were really, really into getting hit with a newspaper. Really into it. Ay. Privileged information about your favorite person? Wait, which one? Oh, you mean where I live? That was about the newspaper? Right. Oh my goodness. A camera helmet. Yeah, like I'm going cave climbing. And then it's just me at my desk doing diamond paintings. I'm sorry, Bearded, I know. I have thought about like moving the stream like to a later point in time, but I just know that on a good day like I would be too tired. Also, the later it is, the quieter I have to be since I live in an apartment building, so if I'm just like very awake, kind of just raise my voice a little, or I laugh. I mean, laughing is usually loud when I do it. And then I'd be like, oh shit, now it's too loud because it's midnight or some shit, you know. But yeah, I apologize. Oh, there's the melting emoji. Yeah, look at that. Frost? No, I murdered him some time ago. He's like in my basement in parts. For legal reasons, that is a joke. Well, also for non-legal reasons, it is just a joke. Oh boy. No, but yeah, like, if you want, I can ship you an arm of his or something. If you want to, like, shake his hand or put it up on the wall as a display piece. You're like, oh, I have a piece of Frost. Great stuff. You can have his knees. Okay, I'll give you his knees. Also, thank you for the compliment, Mikey. I'm definitely not looking for a new roommate. Just enjoying the peace and quiet. And the good soups I can make. Sorry, that's a cannibalism joke. My bad. I take that one back. I take that one back. I have a two-room apartment. This isn't even made for, like, roommates. Cause, like, there's a living room and the bedroom. And then we just, like, share both. Oh. It's horrible. So, yeah, no. Definitely not looking for roommates. I just want my peace and quiet. No front to Frost, but maybe full front to Frost. He's not gonna see this anyway, he doesn't have social media. He only knows what I say on stream when he's right there. Well, okay, Kuroi, you're making it sound so scandalous. But you do know that we used to be in a relationship, right? But no, it's just like we both occupy both spaces. Aw, you want to live in my walls, Bearded? We can like open up a little crawl space, and then you can like quietly like, you know, move from room to room. I'll be cooking something in the kitchen, thinking you're in the wall of the living room, and then you just poke your head out and give me a heart attack. I cut off my finger on accident. Don't startle someone while cooking. Melt emotes on Twitch that I have at least show the subject enjoying it melting like a puddle. Sorry about the delayed response. Oh, so it was supposed to come across like that. You were trying to let us know, you kinky. You into the newspapers. You're like getting spanked with a newspaper. Not the paddle, just the newspaper. It's okay, it's okay. We allow self-exposures on this channel. Walls are perfect, yeah. Then I don't need to put you on the lease either, it's so nice. I can just be like, hey, I have this little gremlin in my wall. I feed him occasionally, you know? It's like a pet. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. Y'all are in a mood today. I shall only answer such questions when I have been under the influence and probably on Patreon. I don't know, Kuroi. Sorry. That's gotta be an exclusive interview. No, wait. That's gotta be the exclusive cut of an interview? What do you call it when you, like, you know, when you interview, like, a celebrity and then you get some, like, hot new info about them? You know, it's not, like, the usual stuff. It's, like, exciting info. Where you're like, oh my god, this has never been heard about before. Because do you call that an exclusive interview? In this context, that sounds more like I'm inviting people for a private talk. Yeah, Ari, that's what I would say too now. It's okay. This is a safe space. No judgment. Except for Joe. We all judge Joe. Okay, I'll stop now. I have to stop bringing it up. That has to be like a running joke only between me and my friends. They can bully me about, or not bully me, but they can go and make me uncomfortable with that. Literally, last week, I think it was on the weekend. Yeah, on the weekend I was on a call with a friend who had also watched the stream, or who I told about he watched the stream. And like, as we're like saying goodbye, like saying like, oh, you know, it was nice to chat. I hope you have a good night. Sleep well later. All that. And we did not miss any opportunity to make a reference to that fucking situation. Just, I was just like, oh, I'm not gonna be closing any eye. No, wait, it wasn't on the weekend. Was it on Wednesday after stream? I have no idea now anymore. Okay, well, it was someday. But yeah, I was just like, I'm not gonna be sleeping. And then, you know, when my friend was like, hey, good night, sleep well, I will chat to Joe about this later. No, not about this. What did he say? About the details later? Something basically implying that he was also gonna be watching me sleep. It's too funny. Like, it's such a great opportunity. And usually I wouldn't rail on a viewer like this. Oh, that's a bad choice of words. I wouldn't bully a viewer like this, but this one's allowed because he was pushy and he was inappropriate and all that. But but yeah, so that's just like, yeah, a running joke with my friends now. Drop Dead Gorgeous. How did that come about? I mean, thanks. I'm flattered, I guess. Do you even know what I look like, though? Do you? But I'll accept that as a compliment to my soul. My soul is gorgeous. My soul is queen. Yeah, I know, Nukes. I know. It wasn't. The words weren't chosen very well by me. I shouldn't have. I apologize for all the trauma I may have caused y'all. No. This is how I get cancelled. No, I keep choosing the wrong words. I was about to say some flash news. No, but what's the word? Like urgent news? No, you know what I fucking mean. Someone does an exposing video on me. Just gonna show this clip going, Cinnamon admits to railing her viewers and having inappropriate relationships. I'm so sorry, Nukes. Yeah, I should have kept that in mind. I shall be keeping my curtains open now. I've also put like a little piggy bank on the windowsill, so if you could just like give me a... I was about to say, could you just give me a tip if you enjoy the sleeping? But that's... Another choice of words. How is everything an innuendo? How can everything be misunderstood? Horrible, 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 horrible. Oh my god. But yeah, hey, leave a tip if you like. That reminds me though, I used to, when I was still living with my parents, my mom, she would sometimes do these hangouts with friends of hers, and it was like just all like, you know, like a group of like anywhere between 5 and 10 ladies, were all like in their 50s and 60s. Well, no, not at that point. Now they're definitely all in their 60s, but whatever. And like I would always bake for them because I loved baking. I was good at baking. I would always bake. And then they actually had like a little tip jar for me that's like, hey, if you enjoy the cake, and also to cover the costs of the ingredients, because sometimes, you know, they would do this meetup like every week, and obviously that comes together, like, you know, baking so much. But yeah, and then I know my mom actually, yeah, I think she didn't even, because usually she would go grocery shopping, at least at that point still, when they were like doing these hangouts, because I was like, I don't know, it was definitely a few years ago. So I was a moiner. And so she wouldn't even, like, she would just give me all that, like, the money, and be like, you know, now I'm gonna go grocery shopping. And I'm like, but shouldn't some of this cover the groceries as well? And she's like, no, good night. I mean, no, she wouldn't say good night, because, well, whatever. No, Karoy, no, let's not go there, no, I was like 14, no. Let's not make those jokes. Oh boy, oh boy. Also, no, I'm not gonna be streaming for much longer. I was gonna, like, actually finish stream, like, any minute, like, for the past 10 minutes, so, yeah, no, not streaming for much longer. But yeah, so that just came to mind when I was talking about tip jar. But yeah. Anyway, right. Okay, so there's not going to be any more Sin today. There's going to be an upload tomorrow, you know, obviously on Patreon as always, and then the next time you will get some Cinnamon is on Saturday for the weekly stream on Twitch. My apologies. But yeah, so this will have been it for today. Take good care of yourselves, be kind, and have fun watching me sleep if you're gonna find yourself outside my window magically. And yeah, I'm happy to hear you enjoyed the stream. And I know, I'm sorry the stream time is short. I mean, on here it's literally just us chatting though. They'll probably, like, I mean, if I have more ideas on what to do here, or if I can finally make the is it cross-streaming or multi-streaming? Well, you know, where you stream to multiple platforms and then I will just do the same thing, whether it's Twitch or YouTube, then obviously we can also just, like, do, you know, all the gaming and all the, you know, everything. So, yeah, that will be exciting, hopefully. Maybe I'll actually be able to do that when I get my new computer. I mean, it is a laptop, but it's supposed to be a very good laptop, so maybe it can do that. But to be fair, like, the multi-streaming, like, what might be the issue is more the internet, right? And I don't have the greatest internet, actually. Well, maybe I'll try it out sometime these next few months. But yeah, okay. Bye, good night. I'll see you for the next one. And yeah, see you around. Bye bye.